Hi everybody, it's me, that bambling idiot that has not liked a single adaptation since The Last Airbender. I'm not known for doing that on the internet, and don't come chasing after me. So, Paramount is at it again for ruining one of my favorite childhood books, Big Nate. Big Nate was honestly my favorite character in like us from between Nate and the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Big Nate was the Diary of a Wimpy Kid for me because he had a better story, in my opinion. Uh, and like I liked what they did with the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies until it came to The Long Haul and the Disney Plus series that came out like last year. It was not good. But I'm looking at a 3D version of Big Nate, and God, it's terrifying. And I can already see in my review that I'm gonna be mostly griping about the design of Nate and how it already looks so horrendous already. For a long time as a kid, I wanted this to be a live action movie. And I even thought about making it a live action movie, but nope, Nickelodeon already stepped in and is making this happen for us already. Did Dave agree to this? Is that even his name? If I'm not mistaken. That has to be his name. Yeah, Brave is slow. I'm going on Google. David Pilkey? Is that how you say his name? Hello, Google? No, he wrote, Dogman and the Captain Underpants series. That's who I'm thinking of. Wrong person. Okay, good. Now I know that. Search, darn it, why does my keyboard not want to work? Lincoln Pierce. Did Lincoln agree to this? I'm sure he had to. You know what? I'm gonna get to that later. I'm just gonna watch the trailer right now and get it over with and then explain my thoughts at the end. I'm possibly gonna chop stuff out because copyright claims, because YouTube keeps changing the rules, which is why I don't post a lot of videos on the internet, because they keep changing the rules and I hate YouTube for that. God, it's a god awful place to work in. So, without any further ado, let's get into this. I'm back from the future because it did not capture the audio. I failed to do that. The one stupid thing. I'm not connecting Bluetooth to these headphones again whenever I record. Anyways, back to it. I'll just chop whatever I get and then put it in the video. Mm-hmm. No. No. Who is voicing him? Is this already on IMDb? Hold on. Nate. Who is voicing Nate? Because it's not the right voice. I'm sorry. I did not imagine that to be the voice. 2022 TV series. There's already an episode out? Okay, who voices Nate? Ben Guru. I'm sure that's how you say his name. Brad Gunter. Why is Jack Black in this? No. No, I don't. No, like, what's wrong with having a kid voice a kid for once? Bangaroo, I'm sure that's how you say his name. I don't see him as the perfect role for Nate here in this situation.
I'm an artist. Hey, what are you guys doing here?
No idea, Nick. It's your fantasy.
And my mission is to make middle school not awful.
Oh God, why is Mrs. Godfrey like an 80-year-old woman? I pictured her to be in like her mid 40s rather than, I don't know, 60 years old.
You'll never speak of what I had to do to get it. Middle school, so I'm gonna break you.
Okay. I I'm at a loss for words. Okay, so I guess one of my mini complaints about this is the design for the characters, per se. Like, what's wrong with having just lines for eyes? I get that they're trying to do something new here, and that making a 2D character into a 3D character is a difficult task. One thing I would like to point on here, if I can find it, is that, yeah, right here, because Nate, the design for Nate, he has just like a bald spot in the back of his head and on the sides of his head, and he doesn't have hair there. He has it mostly on the top. I guess that's an okay detail that seemed normal to me that I kind of noticed. As I was saying earlier, that if I was to make this a live action movie, I'd picture Nate to be a curly haired kid, because his hair can never get his hair normal. I'd pictured it to be curly hair, not stick out like that. Okay, yeah, back to the eyes. I got off track there. What's wrong with just lines? DreamWorks did this to Captain Underpants, and they did it right. They did it perfectly. They did it the same way to the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. They kept it right. They kept it okay. What's wrong with just lines for eyes? Did they get this right? Hold on, the school PS38. Yeah, they got that right. Yeah. Okay. Making sense for Frances and Dee Dee, if I'm remembering her name correctly. Yes, it's Dee Dee. Dee Dee and Frances, this design I can get around just fine because they wear glasses, and it mostly works. Dee Dee pulls it off better. I don't know why they didn't do the same with Frances. Frances just kind of looks terrifying, and there's a lot of things with these characters I do not get. Did they not understand the source material and what happens? I get that they try to be idiots and try to be cool sometimes. Oh, there's Chad. Hey, at least they got Chad down pretty accurate. I don't remember them doing stupid stuff like this. I like this little I would like to say I like this little stop motion style they have to it. It's okay. The principal was not like this, I'll tell you that. Now, I know that Francis is not like this. He's not the rule breaker from what I remember in the series. Why does his hair look like wood? We'll get onto that later. Francis was more of the kid who wouldn't want to break the rules. The kid will be like, you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to kill 3 people right now? Yeah, let's do it, man. It'll be cool. Because he was getting on Nate's case about cleaning up his act in a book. They made a whole book about it, okay? So for him to do something like this does not speak his character, and is a big red flag that they do not understand the source material. Where's his trivia book? He needs his trivia book. It would be normal if Teddy did that, because Teddy is the dingus in these situations. He's always the friend that's just like, hey, we're gonna do it, but he's also the supportive friend as well. He's not entirely stupid. God, Chad looks terrifying. No, give it... Again, lines for eyes. Lines for eyes. It's not that hard. I'm glad they brought Dee Dee back, even though Dee Dee was introduced in, like, what, book 6 or something like that? Did they bring in... I forgot his name. I know he's from the book somewhere. And I like of how they... Shoot, what's her name? Gina... something like that. I know there's a G in there. She would do something like that. Yeah, okay, they got that part right with Dee Dee. I think Dee Dee's like the only accurate character they put in this, because I feel like she would say something like that. Yes, he does play the drums. Thank you for getting that right, Nickelodeon. It actually does look like the drum set too. What the heck? I didn't like this fourth wall break. He sounds too much like a knockoff Sonic the Hedgehog. Is that what they're trying to do? Okay, what's this one? Theater Antics. What's wrong with doing just a 2D animation for the opening instead of having him break the fourth wall? That's not his locker. That is not his locker. Because whoever's locker that is, he just stole stuff out of it, because that is not his locker. You all know what his locker is like. power goes out, I'm gonna flip. Okay. His locker would have stuff coming out. He'd pull out Fabergé eggs. He'd pull out freaking Picasso art. He'd pull out anything. A box of donuts, $100, something like that. You name it, because that is not his locker. I'm sorry, they got that wrong. Why does this place look so depressing? I get that the school was broke, but God, like, it is canon that the school was broke and could not really make repairs to some things, but lights couldn't kill you to put in repair a couple of lights, because it looks so sad. Make it look like a high school at least. A middle school. God, Dee Dee's like the only character I like so far in this series. She's actually accurate to the books. And I like the design. No. What does Chad sound like? I wanted to hear more what he sounds like, because I pictured him to have like a squeaky voice for, say, like, hey guys, what's up? Or something like that. I don't know. That's what I pictured him to sound like. I guess that's close to what I was expecting. God, just hire a kid. Hire a kid to voice this kid. How hard is it to do that? You got it right with Aang. I guess that he is in middle school, but again, hire a kid who sounds like a kid to play a kid. He's like, what, 13, 14, 12? I don't remember. He's still a kid. Oh, my parents are vacuuming, that's why. Whenever they hit the power button on the vacuum, the whole place, like whatever in the area, flickers. Is that what Teddy is going to sound like? Teddy better not sound like that. Nah, Francis, you're... Was that supposed to be funny? God, what is with this cast? Who hired this cast? Big Nate has been in 6th grade for like 20 years now. Oh! Poor Chad. God, it's the voice acting. I can't stand the voice acting. Did I not record the audio this whole effing time? Oh my God, okay, I'm gonna have to go back and edit crap.
Thanks for starring in my place.
I'm mad I just did a whole review and there was no sound. You know what? I'm gonna just get that clip right now.